The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Devon Hamilton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 20. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. Running out of the gun with ETN. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch 54. Recon, 132 fighter. You. Right there.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tannehill. Bulldozes past him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So our 2 teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they've formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late, but these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these 2 teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Lawrence. And Walker has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second and 10. Now Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
64, weak, alpha.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence will throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
General West, go. Bravo.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's bring it. Now. 55. Stay with you.
Lawrence going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. 67 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Off the option, here's Henry. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Fitzpatrick.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, exit. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get X3. 218. Jump. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Check it out, please.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Check right. Check right.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now Lawrence to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And a short gain here down to the 22.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
A handoff for Etienne. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Derrick Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
He's crossing. He's checking pressure. Right.
To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st down, Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defense.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Danico Autry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Tannehill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Tannehill to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Tannehill.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer